Hello everybody, this is a very large object here, and I'm here giving you a video on the Razer Kishi controller. Now, this is going to be the wired version of it, so this is going to be directly connected to the phone, and I'm going to be testing it with the current flagship spec device, the Moto Edge X30. This does have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip. So let's put this on here. All right, so now let's get this turned on. So I am downloading the Dolphin emulator, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Dolphin performance here in a moment. But for right now, let me show you. A little bit of the device itself. So let's, oh, come on. Then maybe a little dimmer. Okay. So the Razer Kishi controller, it has fairly sizable sticks here that have plenty of travel. This will be really helpful if you're playing Xbox Game Pass. So you'll be able to play these games with a fair ease of control. The buttons are they are interesting, to say the least. They're a little mushy. Not the biggest issue in the world, though. We're gonna get out of that. The other analog stick, just as much as the other side here. Just as much travel, and it's fairly responsive. Now, the D-pad is about as mushy as the face buttons are. You can press it down all at once. However, there is a little bit of a what is it? There's a peg in the center to prevent too much of like a double input, like opposing inputs. The triggers are a little scratchy sounding, if you can hear. But not too terrible here. And the bumpers they're not too loud, and they feel fairly responsive. So let's test out some performance here, maybe of a Mario game here. Let's hit run. Let's see if this will run itself here. Run. Okay. Touching doesn't do anything, does it? That's interesting. All right, let me get out of that. Let's actually exit that, close content. That is interesting. Strange. It's not the controller's fault, though. I will say that. So let's go home here. Let's get out of RetroArch. Let's see if we have Dolphin. We do. So we're gonna hit yes, error reporting and all that fun good stuff. We're gonna use this folder. I'm gonna allow it. So, in addition to a video on this, I'm gonna do a video on showing how the new Dolphin performs. But we're gonna first show you the how this does perform here. So let's see here. So that's what's going on here. Let me get out of here. Exit emulation. Let's go over here. Input, controller. And let's see here how hard it is to actually set this up. So you just go ahead and press the A button there for A. I'm going to hit the X button for B. B button for X. Y button for Y. R1 for Z. Start for start. Control stick up, down, left, right, up, down, left, and right. The triggers, left, right, D-pad up, D-pad down, left, and right. Okay, so we're going to save that. So that's going to be our controls there. And let's give this a shot. All right, so we can already see the performance here is a little lacking. Let me actually show you the frame rate settings, graphic settings, show FPS. And this is just going to be at native resolution here. And we're going to see how some games are not going to be playable on this device. Yeah. So that's terrible. And let's... So I want you to keep in mind how terrible this is performing. All right. But we're not going to make you suffer through that too much there. So I'm going to show you a game that runs actually really well. And I'm going to actually change the graphic settings here. And we're going to actually go with 3x native. And save. The overlay controls, we're going to go ahead and toggle all. There we go. Turn this down a little bit. This game should run at full speed. I believe in OpenGL. We'll test Vulkan as well, but I don't think there should be much of a difference between OpenGL and Vulkan in this. Oh. We need to change the graphic settings. We're going to have to go to aspect ratio because we're going to need to force it to 16:9. There we go. Let's go to game options and let's go to game settings. Okay, and let's do story mode, classic mode. And we're just gonna, done. Okay, and we're just gonna pick Tony Hawk or something. All right. And I'll show you how it actually does play. All right. you know, I would like to say this is pretty good. Playing through the viewfinder is a little difficult though. But as you can tell, if I press the button, it goes. So there's no latency here. So let's look at the goals here. Okay. So obviously, its input latency is pretty much non-existent, which is always what you're going to want there. So let's get out of that. And let's try a different thing here. Let's open up Game Pass. So this might be something you'd want to use for Game Pass as well, because it does have clickable sticks, analog triggers, and everything else that would make it recognize as a Xbox One or 360 controller. Let's get out of that. And let's try something like... let's try Forza Horizon 5. That's a fairly demanding game. And I want to test to see how the analog triggers function here. So let's take a look. Okay. And I do want to show you the improvements of GameCube emulation. They just added a new build a couple hours ago for the Android build that should help every phone with like a Snapdragon processor in it that has an Adreno GPU. And I'm going to show you the performance in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and I want to show you how well it actually runs in at Pokemon as well. I will actually show you Pokemon real quickly here as well, and I will show it to you again on that video. So lightly tapping the brakes does exactly that. Half throttle, full throttle. This is running pretty well. The analog stick feels good. I feel like I have enough motion to move. And the sticks feel like they can manage a hammering, and the triggers feel good as well. Okay. How do the buttons work? Those work perfectly fine. Alrighty. Alright. That's good. Oh, and so this is a nice thing. So this home button actually does function like the guide button on the Xbox. That is really neat. So I don't have to try to go up to the top and try to hit the guide with the digital guide and everything. So that's good. Let's try something more advanced like Skate 3. Because I want to see the articulation of the stick. If I can do a 360 flip on the stick, that's a good sign. This one should be an easier, quicker video. I hope. Because the GameCube one should be a little quicker as well. So 15 minutes in though. What my definition of quick is versus everybody else, but all right, we're gonna just go to English here. I don't want to wait for it to sync its saves. There's no real need. Any save should be good enough for me to test this out. So even if it starts me at the beginning of the game. Okay, connecting. It's crazy to me. Like Skate 3 has online servers, but 2 doesn't. 2 is a much better game, but it's besides the point. Beside the point. Alright. Alright, I just did a Mongo push. Up, there's a 360 flip. Exactly as it should be. Kick flip. Another 360 flip. Varial heel. Nollie kick. No, nollie heel. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. Alright. Forget I'm running like hardcore mode. Alright, let's see. Can I... Let's see. Damn. Now, there is some input latency here. Being that it's streaming this game. But it's nice knowing that I can play Skate... fuck. I can play Skate 3 on the go. The beauty of Game Pass. And let's do like a heel flip, kick flip. Yeah. Grab. Yeah. Let's see if it slowly goes to the grab. And it does. Okay, cool. Alright, so I can actually pump. Gain speed here. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. If I can do a 360 flip that easily, that's a good sign. Oh, fuck. There we go. Not only varial kick. Alright, let's go down here. See what we got. Oh, alright. Hit the rail. Oh. Bites marker. Nope. Okay. There we go. And then... Fuck. No, but I think that works. That works for certain. Okay. Good game. The articulation here is definitely good enough. That's good. Thank you. Spit. That's good enough. Stop. I'm not reporting a problem. Okay. So there's that. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have to really say about this. This is a $50 controller. it does end up going compact when you need to have it put away. So it's as simple as taking these two ends here, and you just clip that in, and then you take the back piece here, and you clip it on. So now it's portable, and you can take it with you. That concludes this video here. I do consider it worth a buy. I would say if I got the wireless one, that might be a different story. But most people, they don't have an iPhone and an Android device. If you have an Android device, get this. It'd be definitely worth the money, considering all the emulators that are available on Android that you'd be able to take advantage of this controller. So I will see you on my next video, which shouldn't be too terribly long either. It should just be a highlight of how good the new Dolphin emulator is. I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace.